Hello YouTube, welcome to another beer review. This will be my second one, and trying to choose some beers that are pretty well known and pretty good beers. My second beer that I'm going to review is Founder's Original Breakfast Stout. Not the CBS, not the KBS, just the Breakfast Stout, which I've had before, and it's a great beer, so I'd love to review it. And I know it's pretty widely available, I guess within the Great Lakes area, and pretty well known. So this beer clocks in at 8.3 alcohol by volume, and it's 60 IBUs, which kind of makes me feel good about a stout at 60 IBUs. That means they used a pretty decent amount of hops in this beer. And being a breakfast stout, you know there's coffee in it. It's labeled as a double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. If that's enough, enough information right there to tell you this is going to be a good beer. Double chocolate, coffee, and oatmeal, which means good. I'm going to go ahead and read the description from their website to tell you about the beer. I have my laptop right next to me so I can kind of give you guys some information about the beer. It says, the coffee lover's consummate beer, brewed with an abundance of flaked oats, bitter and imported chocolates, and Sumatra and Kona coffee. The stout has an intense fresh roasted Java nose topped with a frothy cinnamon-colored head that goes forever. And on Beer Advocate, the bros rated this an A+, and the Beer Advocate score is an A, and that's out of over 2,300 reviews, which is pretty good for a beer to keep an A rating with that many reviews. So let me go ahead and pour this into my Newcastle glass. I don't know exactly what kind of glass to call this. Maybe not quite a snifter, not quite a pint, maybe a mix between the two. But it's kind of a fun glass. I like to use it every once in a while. And I just moved in, so I haven't been able to find my actual bottle opener. So for now I'm using some grilling utensil that has a bottle opener on the end, if you can see that, to open my beer. So I'm going to go ahead and open this beer, and we'll get to the smell and appearance. Alright, so let's get to the appearance and the smell. First of all, I'm sure you can see in the camera that this beer is black. I can hold it up to the light and maybe get a little ruby brown color to come through, but that's about it. A nice super dark color, which is good for stouts. There's actually quite a bit of lacing, which is nice. And then the head wasn't huge, for the it's only 8.3 ABV, which isn't a huge beer in my opinion. It's a decent sized beer, but I figured it'd pour with a lot more head. The heads, it went away quickly, and it's not huge. Next, let's give it a smell. Ooh, yeah, a lot of coffee. Oh yeah, I'm getting maybe a hint of bitter chocolate. But this is just straightforward coffee to me, coffee beer. Yeah, you get a little bit of maybe bittersweet chocolate, and then a ton of coffee flavor. But it definitely a good smelling beer. Let's give it a taste. Wow, the aroma follows up exact with the taste. It's a coffee flavor, but it appeals more to the tongue. When I first smelled it, I thought this might be too much coffee, but it definitely balances on the tongue, gives you just the right amount of coffee, and then hits you with a little bit of bittersweet chocolate at the end, and you can get a hint of those hops. You can tell there's hops in there to get the bitterness, but it's a straightforward coffee beer, definitely a coffee beer. And the mouth feels pretty good, and you can definitely tell that they use some hops in this beer, and it smells. It leaves a little bit of tiny bitterness on your tongue, but nothing that's gonna push you away from this beer. It is very drinkable for an 8.3% beer, and the coffee flavor is not too strong, but it's good. If you like coffee, you will like this beer. Even if I don't like coffee, and I love this beer. This is probably in my top 5 of stouts in general. But I think I paid $11.99 for this for a 4-pack of this beer, which isn't bad at 8.3, and how good the beer is. You know, it's well worth the price. Right? If you can find this, buy it. And I think it comes out around September and into October. I'm not sure how long. You know, they keep making batches of it, but I know it's a seasonal, at least a couple months, and it's a great beer. If you can pick this up, give it a try. It's Founders Breakfast Stout, double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. It's a great beer. Smells very good. And my rating, I'm going to go ahead and give this beer an A, which is exactly what Beer Advocate gave the beer. It's got a great smell. The taste follows up right with the smell. It's very drinkable. The appearance is very good. So definitely a solid A beer. And I would drink this beer all the time. I wish it was year-round and I could pick it up whenever I wanted a good stout to kind of drink on a cool night. This would be great. So if you guys can find this beer, definitely give it a try. Let me know if you've had the beer, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts were on this beer. Tell me what you think. So until my next review, cheers.